Hello everyone, welcome to Intro to Erlang. So what is Erlang? Um, Erlang is a functional language. So what does it mean is like all the variable in Erlang immutable. If you initiate a variable, you can't change it later. Also all the function, it's like referential, it follows referential transparency. Anyway, we'll talk about later, but let's talk about this immutability of the variable. Um, so in Erlang, let's say you're setting a variable like x equal 5, and later, if you want to put x equals 6, it will not work. And at first, seems to you like it's not intuitive. Like, why can't I set a new variable? But think about it. Like, when you do the math, when you say x equals 5, you don't say x equals 6 later. So 5 is not equal to 6. So that's exactly happening in Erlang or other functional language. Now to start working with Erlang, we have to install Erlang, right? Let's install Erlang. To install Erlang, what you can do is you can go to erlang.org and there is downloads. Click on the downloads button and you'll see for Windows you can download binary file and install it, and for most of the other environment or OS you can use this package, a pre-built package binary file. So I'm using Mac, so I'm gonna, and I also have Homebrew installed, so I'm gonna use this command to install Erlang. So view install Erlang. I already installed Erlang, so it will give me something like Erlang is already installed. So after installation, what we can do, we can enter into Erlang shell. Now Erlang has a shell. It's an interactive shell. We can write program in the shell. We can do simple arithmetic operation. Actually, anything that we can write to a Erlang module. Now we can definitely gonna talk about module with a different video, not intro. But let's get into Erlang shell and get to know something about like the arithmetic operation and also variable. How could we set variable in Erlang? To get into shell, what we can do is we can write ERL and press enter. Now we are inside Erlang shell. In this shell, we can do simple arithmetic operation 3 plus 5 and a dot and enter 8. Now this dot is the end of the expression. So any expression in Erlang has to be ended with this dot or period. We can do all the other simple arithmetic operation here. 5 by 2, 5 over 2 is 2.5. 2 times 4, and I can do, obviously we can do subtraction in here. There is two more arithmetic operation. One is div and another one is rem. So to give you an example, 5 over 2 will give you 2.5, but if I do 5 div 2, then we'll get only 2, the whole number of the division. And rem is actually reminder. It's a module operation. It will give you the reminder of the division. Okay, now how do I set a variable, or how do I initiate a new variable? So to do that, what we can do is like we can write a name, any name, and then put here any name, and if I write that again, then it will give me 4. So it's now this variable any name holding number 4, value 4. How about if I want to try to like set a new value to this variable? Obviously it's gonna give me error because in Erlang all the variable is immutable. We cannot change its value. Now there is a thing I think I should mention. How about, like, you can see this variable start with a capital letter. What if we don't do that? What if we do start a variable something like it? Will it work? No, it will not work, because that's the way you can initiate the variable. The first letter needs to be a capital. If not, then it's not going to be a variable anymore. Then it will be an atom. So what atom is, it's a literal constant with their own name for value. You can't do anything with it, like it's just a value and that's it. Anyway, I think this is enough for the intro video, and yeah, try to install Erlang and play with it. I will try to make more videos. In the following videos we can talk about more data types in Erlang and how you can make modules, and also all the OTP library OTP libraries Erlang have. Thank you everyone.